Hello everybody. So, right here in front of you I have something I am extremely proud of. For years when I was younger, I tried building a good car transformer that is this small. Like, look at it, literally, I don't have big hands and it sits in the palm of my hand just fine. Um, and I'm really proud of it. I built it a little while ago. And this is Asphalt. And yes, I know I already named a transformer Asphalt, and that's because there's a bit of a backstory to it. They're both kind of like what would be, I can't remember the name right now, but what I would be if I were a transformer would be Asphalt. That was the um, motorcycle, Cybertronian motorcycle. Would be like if we were on Cybertron, that would be this guy. It'd probably be a pretty big motorcycle. It would be like the prime continuity, if that makes sense. These would be in different universes. And then this would be like the Michael Bay or Travis Knight incarnation of him. Which, yes, different colors and stuff. But I'm really proud of it. So let's take a close-up look at his car mode. If I line it up. It's not quite lined up well, actually, but that's because I wasn't messing with it. But there we go. Close enough. So headlights, quite cool. I like them quite a bit. Rubber wheels, there is a gap right there, but not a whole lot that I could do about that. Just because it would get in the way. So that's okay. There's just a couple small gaps here and there that you can see from the side, but from the front and from the top, it looks pretty solid, and I really like it. And then from the back, got tail lights. The wheels are rubber with gray rims, so I really like that. He's kind of got a spoiler, which I quite like. And so, he'd be kind of a muscle car. And before we get on to moving on, this guy would make a really good Bumblebee and Barricade, and I could do that. If enough people want me to, I will order pieces from Bricklink in yellow, and then I will also order pieces from black and white and make a cop car so I can make Barricade and Bumblebee out of this design. And if I do that, then I might give you instructions for it, but you're gonna need a lot of people wanting to have me do that and willing to maybe like send some pieces here, I guess, because I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on Lego Transformers because it kind of takes a back seat with everything else I have going on, but I still kind of enjoy them, so I'll be willing to do that if a lot of people want me to make a Bumblebee and a Barricade out of this, and it'd be kind of cool. So let's get Asphalt. I guess actually we should do size comparisons. So here we have Asphalt. Here's a dice, and then this guy, if you remember, is Rambach, which is the tank guy. He is one of the Tartarus Combiner Transformers, so if you haven't checked those out, I have a playlist on my channel of them. You should go check that out. So yeah, he is maybe a little oversized, but all my Tartarus Transformers are kind of smaller for what they should be, just because it is a combiner. But yeah, let's take these out of the way. Okay, now let's get to transforming this to robot mode. And this is actually fairly simple, and I quite like it. So you can kind of start by just taking this whole section and bringing it down. And that enables clearance for you on this hinge, which could also kind of, actually, if you want to have rear view mirrors, you could kind of pretend that is, or more of a door handle is actually more as I would see it. And I guess you could kind of say the door is open, but so does this whole upper section come with. But yeah, let's get to the transformation again. So bring this down, and that gives you clearance to kind of pull these out. And when you do that, these will rub against each other, but both sides can move. So it'll work its way out just fine. And I'm sorry if my camera isn't picking this up great. It's black and it doesn't really like that. And one of my lights that I used went out, so I don't have great lighting now, but oh well. But we can bring these all the way to the side on this hinge, rotate them around, and it will kind of cover up the wheels. You can kind of see them underneath it, but from the side it covers at least the top part of them up, and I quite like that. And then I like to bring this kind of back up so it's flat again, just so we can rotate it around, because that makes it way easier. And then you can bring it down all the way as far as it lets you, and split the oops, fell off right there. Oh well. It's pretty simple. You can kind of see how that's made. But yes, but the legs right there, I really like how that looks. And then the head you can already kind of see poking up here. Just bring it up, and I like to move it just a little bit back on this robot arm, just so it has a little bit of a neck and isn't right on the hood. Maybe that's a little much, but there you go, that's good. So then the arms, which in the end, these arms turning into the top took me forever. And in the end, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, but it's not great. It's actually kind of simple though, but you can bend these down and then bend these back and rotate. And then when you bend that back, that gives you clearance to rotate these all the way out to the side like that. And then let's just do that the other way. Kind of move this down so you have clearance to fold this out and then rotate all the way around. And then you bend these back up and you kind of bring these down. And those are his arms. Yeah, he's kind of broad-shouldered. Stands pretty easily, obviously, because he's got big legs. If you look at that, quite big, chunky legs. I think he looks great. I really love him. He's got the car hood on his chest, which I was looking forward to. Kind of a small, chunkier guy, I guess. But he did tune it down muscle car, and I think it's kind of fitting. So let's quickly do size comparisons, and then we can get into articulation. So for size comparisons, I have the dice again. He comes up to about his shin, top of his shin, like right his knee. And then the last Transformer, which was unnamed, and I think they look quite good together. If I can get him to stand, which I should be able to. Maybe not. Maybe he doesn't want to work with me right now. Okay, he's kind of moved a little bit, but yeah, he's shorter. Rambach is still in tank mode, so I guess I'll show you that, but there you go with that. Like I said before, Rambach is a little small. But now, let's get to articulation. So, articulation from his head can go back more than forward, and go side to side because it's on a robot arm. His arms are interesting. He has kind of this joint, and that is a cat. I am sorry. Yeah, she's something. But can kind of has that joint, but has stuff here. But can rotate there, and has a bend there, but you know, it kind of gets in the way. So his articulation and his arms are not great. It's more for you to just kind of figure out. Waist has a ball joint there, as you saw earlier, so you can do some stuff with it, but it kind of sits in a groove that restricts it a little bit. And then legs can go forward and backwards. No knee joint, sadly, and they can go in and out. But I still quite like him. So I think that is going to sum it up for Asphalt. If you really enjoyed this video, then like, and if you haven't already subscribed, it would be greatly appreciated. And like I said before, if you want to see a Bumblebee kind of similar to this, maybe with some improvements, and a Barricade just like that, let me know in the comments. If that gets a lot of support and that idea, a lot of people want that idea, I'll probably do that. So, that'll be it. I am signing off.